We're talking with another engineer here. Sir, what is your name and where are you from?
Well, my name is Ken Kestel. I'm from Manhattan, Illinois.
Okay, Ken. Tell us a little bit about your steam traction engine here.
Well, this is a 1965 horse Keck Gunnerman built in 1929. Serial number is 1868 on it. It's near the end of production. They made 5 or 6, I guess, after this one, and that was all she wrote.
Well, Keck made a real good engine, didn't they?
Well, they're a good running, good sounding engine, yeah, under a heavy pull and that. They got the nice exhaust, and they're a good engine.
Was this engine mainly used for sawmilling, that type of thing?
Yeah, this is a side-geared engine, so it's just really for belt work, sawmill, thrashing, anything to do with the belt. Ironically, this particular engine comes from Rockport, Indiana originally, and they used it on a road grader. So I guess when it was new, of course, you can do things that you maybe wouldn't do after they get about 70 years old, but that's actually what it was bought for. It was use on a road grader.
Well, there was a lot of that work to be done in those days.
Yeah, and they weren't too particular. Whatever they could get, that's what they'd use.
Yeah, whatever was available.
Kind of like today. No different.
You bet. We're just looking at a little different equipment, is all. The applications are basically the same.
Yeah.
Did you restore this engine?
Yes, we restored it twice, actually. My dad bought it in 1963 from a fellow in Watseka, Illinois, Wayne McManus. We restored it then and really showed it until about 16, 17 years, I guess. And my dad was Ray Kessel. He's the one that founded this show. And then we were down for repairs, really, for about 10 years. Just simple things, but things that take time and money. And so we were down for about 10 years, so then we re-restored it about 5 years ago, and we're ready to go again. Well, I hope we're done.
This would have been one of the engines seen at the start of this show, then?
Yeah, this engine was at the very first show as a organization when it was at Francis Field in New Lenox.
Well, very good. I know he had a lot of very nice things and very rare things, and we have all the respect in the world for the man for starting this show, and I know he would be proud of everybody here today.
Yes, he would.
And could see this show and see where it's gone. What other shows now around this neighborhood do you go to and take this engine to?
Well, we go to Pontiac, Illinois over Labor Day, and that's really the only other show that I take the engine to. We, of course, try to go to several other shows during the year, but we only show this engine at 2.
Okay, well, we sure thank you for coming to Will County with it, and you have a real good weekend here and have fun.
Well, we hope to, and weather is perfect right now. Let's hope it stays that way, and thank you for coming.
Well, thank you, sir. We're here at Will County, and we're talking with Mark and Jack Corson from Crown Point, Indiana. Jack, what are you doing here this show this year?
We come here with the help of the sawmill, and we brought our buzz saw here. This buzz saw is built by the Lyons Company in Greene, New York. We have the buzz saw. We didn't bring our drag saw, but it was here a couple of years ago. We also had it at Crown Point last year, the drag saw, and you have that on an earlier tape. Also, we have a Lyons sawmill that's up to Heston Steam Society, and we demonstrated up there July 4th, and we're going to have it there Labor Day weekend. It'll be running up there. And the thing of it is this buzz saw probably was built in 1870-something. The drag saw was built in 1880 something, and then the sawmill was built before 1917 because the foundry that we're building them had to go to making cannonballs for the war effort, First War.
Well, as old as they are, they sure do a wonderful job.
Yeah, a lot of people said that they were surprised to see the table that we have here to buzz the wood with. But that's the way they were built. We found this, it was against a fence in a man's dooryard, and he was going to take it for junk. And he said if we wanted it, we could have it. And it was just part of the metal, and the arbor and the saw all was there. And what it was a buzz saw that Floyd Roselle owned. And the drag saw was owned by his cousin Jeannie Roselle. So we're quite proud of that fact.
Well, he didn't have to ask you twice to take it, did he?
No. Took a little work on Mark's part here to assemble it, figure out what it looked like, you know. But people seem to enjoy it. So we enjoy Will County's show here. They really have a lot of nice steam and a lot of activity here.
Mark, what do you think of the 96 Will County show?
I enjoy it. Enjoy it every year.
You and your father's been coming over here for a lot of years, haven't you?
Yes, we have.
Well, we enjoy the things that you do over here and the sawmilling and all of the events that you participate in and work at over here. We really appreciate you fellas coming over from Indiana.
We enjoy coming, enjoy the members, and enjoy the activities.
Well, they have a real good show over here and a lot of variety, and it's people like you and your father that makes it more interesting.
Well, thank you.
Well, thank you for coming. We're gonna let Jack and Mark go back to work here so they can do some sawing after this.
Okay. My grandfather taught me how to file on these saws. No machine, I just do it with a file, 8-inch bastard file.
Well, that's the way they did it 100 years ago.
That's right.
You bet. We have an engineer here on a scale this morning. Sir, what is your name?
Pete Bianchetta,
Okay, and where are you from?
Coal City, Illinois.
Okay. Did you build this engine?
No, we didn't. We actually just purchased it about 6 months ago, last fall.
I see. And you're here at Will County. What other shows do you plan to take this engine to?
Most likely to Pontiac this year.
Pontiac, that's a good show over there.
Yeah.
Okay. And what all will you be doing with this engine this year at the Will County show?
Driving it around and probably working on the buzzsaw a little bit.
Well, I would say that would be very excellent.
Yep.
You've got a nice little tender here.
Thanks.
The engine and everything really look nice. You've done a fine job in keeping everything up and keeping everything going here.
It should be a lot of fun to play with it.
I think so too. Well, you have a great weekend at Will County, and thank you for coming to Will County.
All right, thanks.